Rebuilding the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins are an aging team that should rebuild because their main core is starting to get old. It will be a tough decision to rebuild when you have arguably the best line in hockey, but it is best for them in the long run. This is how I would rebuild the Boston Bruins. Before the expansion draft, the Boston Bruins make two major trades. Boston Bruins trade Tuukka Rask to the Colorado Avalanche for Devon Toews, Tyson Jost, and a first-round pick in 2023. Boston Bruins also trade the rights to Taylor Hall to the Seattle Kraken for a third-round pick in 2021. Boston Bruins lose Matt Grzelcyk to the Seattle Kraken in the expansion draft. Before the 2021 draft, a few major trades are made. Boston Bruins trade David Krejci and Ondrej Kase to the Minnesota Wild for Jordan Greenway, a second-round pick in 2021 and a second-round pick in 2022. The Bruins also trade Jaroslav Halak and Nick Ritchie to the San Jose Sharks for Mario Ferraro and Marcus Sorensen. Jake DeBrusk and Kevin Miller are traded to the Vancouver Canucks for Jet Wu and a second-round pick in 2021. At the 2021 draft, the Boston Bruins trade picks 20 and 84 to the Chicago Blackhawks for pick 16. In the 2021 draft, the Boston Bruins draft Chaz Lucius 16th overall, Zachary Dean 42nd overall, Joshua Waugh 49th overall, and N.Allen 67th overall. Boston Bruins re-signed Brandon Carlo to a 4-year deal worth $3.75 million per season. Bruins also re-signed Tyson Jost to a 3-year deal worth $2.4 million per season, and Marcus Sorensen to a 3-year deal worth $2 million per season. Sean Kuraly is re-signed to a 3-year deal worth $1.5 million per season. Boston Bruins re-signed all other RFAs. Boston Bruins signed J.Oleksiak to a 5-year deal worth $4.25 million per season, and Blake Coleman to a 4-year deal worth $3.5 million per season. The Boston Bruins missed the playoffs in the 2021-22 season and ended up with the 9th pick in the draft. Before the 2022 draft, one major trade is made. Boston Bruins trade Charlie Coyle to the Arizona Coyotes for Barrett Hayton, Christian Fischer, and a second-round pick in 2022. At the 2022 draft, the Boston Bruins trade pick 9 to the Ottawa Senators for picks 16 and 39. In the 2022 draft, the Boston Bruins draft Cruz Lucius 16th overall, J.Kemell 39th overall, and S.Forsmark 41st overall. Boston Bruins re-signed Patrice Bergeron to a 3-year deal worth $7 million per season, and Charlie McAvoy to an 8-year deal worth $6 million per season. Bruins also re-signed Jordan Greenway to a 4-year deal worth $3.4 million per season, and Mario Ferraro to a 3-year deal worth $2 million per season. Barrett Hayton and Christian Fischer are re-signed to 2-year deals worth $1.75 million per season. Boston Bruins re-signed all other RFAs. Boston Bruins signed Rakell to a 3-year deal worth $5 million per season. The Boston Bruins plummet in the standings in the 2022-23 season and end up with the 3rd pick in the draft. Before the 2023 draft, one trade is made. Boston Bruins trade Jeremy Waugh, Connor Clifton, and Craig Smith to the Ottawa Senators for J.Bernard-Docker, Nick Paul, and a 3rd-round pick in 2023. At the 2023 draft, one major trade is made. Boston Bruins trade Chaz Lucius, Cruz Lucius, and pick 3 to the Seattle Kraken for pick 1. The Seattle Kraken also get a 2024 and 2026 first-round pick from the Bruins. The Bruins also trade picks 32, Tyson Jost, and Devon Toews to the Edmonton Oilers for pick 21. In the 2023 draft, the Boston Bruins draft Connor Bedard 1st overall and O.Stenberg 21st overall. Boston Bruins re-signed D.Vladar to an 8-year deal worth $9.6 million per season. Bruins also re-signed J.Swayman to a 4-year deal worth $4.5 million per season, and J.Bernard-Docker to a 3-year deal worth $3.5 million per season. D.Vladar is re-signed to a 2-year deal worth $2.75 million per season, and Nick Paul is re-signed to a 2-year deal worth $2.6 million per season. Boston Bruins re-signed all other RFAs. The Boston Bruins make the playoffs in the 2023-24 season, but lose in the first round of the playoffs. Boston Bruins re-signed Barrett Hayton to a 3-year deal worth $2.5 million per season, and Christian Fischer to a 2-year deal worth $1.5 million per season. By the 2024-25 season, the Boston Bruins have assembled a contending team. 2024-25 Boston Bruins. The first line is Barrett Hayton, Connor Bedard, and D.Pastrnak. The second line is Brad Marchand, Patrice Bergeron, and Rakell. The third line is Jordan Greenway, Zachary Dean, and Blake Coleman. The fourth line is Nick Paul, Trent Frederic, and Christian Fischer. The first D pair is S.Forsmark and Charlie McAvoy. The second D pair is J.Oleksiak and J.Bernard-Docker. The third D pair is Mario Ferraro and Brandon Carlo. Goalies are J.Swayman and D.Vladar. Top prospects: J.Kemell, O.Stenberg, and N.Allen. The Boston Bruins have now built a dangerous team that has a 2 to 3 year window to win a cup.